Long before the bright lights of Grand Slam finals and roaring stadiums, a little girl with determined eyes was practicing tennis swings on the public courts of Compton, California. Her name was Venus Williams, and though the world did not yet know it, she was destined to transform the game of tennis forever. Her story is one of courage, resilience, family belief, and an unwavering determination to rise above every obstacle placed in her path. Venus Ebony Star Williams was born on June 17, 1980, in Linwood, California, in the United States. She was the daughter of Richard Williams and Oracene Price. Venus grew up in a large, supportive family that believed deeply in discipline and hard work. But the environment around them was not always easy. The family eventually moved to Compton, a neighborhood often associated with violence and economic struggle. It was not the typical place where tennis champions were born. Yet Richard Williams had a vision. Long before Venus or her younger sister Serena Williams could even hold a racket properly, he had already written a 78-page plan for their tennis careers. He had seen a tennis match on television and realized that the winners earned enormous prize money. He decided his daughters would one day compete at the highest level of the sport. Many people doubted him. Some laughed at his ambition, but Richard remained focused. Venus began playing tennis at just 4 years old. Her father coached her and Serena on cracked public courts surrounded by chain-link fences. The courts were far from glamorous. Sometimes gunshots could be heard nearby, but instead of discouraging the family, the tough environment strengthened their resolve. Richard trained the girls with intensity, teaching them not only how to hit powerful serves and ground strokes, but also how to believe in themselves. Venus quickly stood out. She was tall, athletic, and moved with an elegance rarely seen in young players. Her long reach gave her an advantage at the net, and her serve would eventually become one of the fastest in women's tennis. But beyond her physical gifts, Venus possessed something even more powerful: confidence. She believed she could win against anyone. As Venus entered junior competitions, it became clear she was special. She dominated tournaments and attracted attention across the United States. However, Richard Williams made an unusual decision. Concerned about the pressure and competitiveness of junior tennis, he withdrew Venus from the junior circuit for a time so she could develop her skills and confidence without burnout. Critics questioned this choice, but in the end, it helped Venus grow stronger. At just 14 years old, Venus made her professional debut. She entered the tournament in Oakland in 1994 and immediately captured attention. Though she lost in the second round, spectators saw flashes of brilliance in her powerful style of play. Her serve was explosive, her forehand aggressive, and her athleticism breathtaking. Over the next few years, Venus steadily climbed the rankings. She trained relentlessly, improving her technique and physical strength. In 1997, she had a breakthrough moment when she reached the final of the US Open. At just 17 years old, Venus defeated several top players on her way to the final before eventually losing to Martina Hingis. Even in defeat, she had sent a clear message: a new star had arrived in tennis. The world soon became fascinated not only with Venus, but also with the unique story of the Williams family. Two sisters from Compton challenging the traditional world of tennis was something the sport had rarely seen. Their style, power, and confidence began changing the perception of women's tennis. By the year 2000, Venus Williams reached the peak of the sport. That year she won her first Grand Slam title at Wimbledon Championships. On the famous grass courts of London, Venus defeated Lindsay Davenport in the final. It was a historic victory. She became the first black woman to win Wimbledon since Althea Gibson in 1958. The win was more than a personal achievement. It was a powerful moment in sports history. Later that same year, Venus captured another major title at the US Open, defeating Davenport again. Her dominance continued when she traveled to Australia for the Sydney 2000 Summer Olympics. There, Venus achieved something extraordinary. She won the gold medal in singles and also won gold in doubles alongside her sister Serena. It was a moment of pure family triumph. Over the next several years, Venus and Serena dominated women's tennis. The sisters faced each other in multiple Grand Slam finals, thrilling fans around the world. Their rivalry was unique because it was built on deep love and respect. Though they battled fiercely on the court, they remained inseparable off it. Venus continued to collect titles, winning multiple Wimbledon Championships in 2001, 2005, 2007, and 2008. Her powerful serve and fearless style made her nearly unstoppable on grass courts. She also became known for her graceful movement, often gliding across the court as if she were dancing. But Venus's influence extended beyond tennis victories. She became a strong advocate for equality in sports. At the time, male players often received higher prize money than female players at tournaments. Venus spoke out about this injustice, writing letters and using her platform to demand fairness. Her efforts played a major role in convincing Wimbledon to award equal prize money to men and women beginning in 2007. It was a landmark achievement that changed the sport forever. Yet even champions face hardship. In 2011, Venus was diagnosed with Sjogren's syndrome, an autoimmune disease that causes fatigue and joint pain. For an athlete whose success depended on strength and endurance, the diagnosis was devastating. Venus had to withdraw from tournaments and rethink her training. Many wondered whether her career was coming to an end. But Venus Williams had never been someone who gave up easily. She adapted her lifestyle, changed her diet, and worked tirelessly to manage the condition. Slowly, she returned to competition, proving once again that resilience was one of her greatest strengths. Even as younger players entered the sport, Venus continued to compete at the highest level. In 2017, at age 37, she reached the final of the Wimbledon Championships again, showing the world that experience and determination could still challenge youth. Off the court, Venus built a remarkable life as well. She pursued education, earning a degree in business administration. She launched successful business ventures, including a fashion line and an interior design company. Through these projects, Venus demonstrated that athletes could excel beyond their sports careers. Perhaps one of the most inspiring aspects of Venus's journey has been her role as a pioneer. When she and Serena first entered professional tennis, the sport had relatively little diversity. Over time, their success inspired a new generation of players from different backgrounds to believe they could succeed as well. Venus also became a mentor and symbol of perseverance. Her calm personality, intelligence, and dignity earned respect across the sports world. Whether winning championships or overcoming setbacks, she carried herself with grace. Throughout her career, Venus accumulated an extraordinary list of achievements: multiple Grand Slam singles titles, numerous doubles titles with Serena, Olympic gold medals, and decades of influence in professional tennis. But statistics alone cannot fully capture her impact. Venus changed how tennis is played, with power, speed, and athleticism, and she changed how athletes use their voices to fight for fairness. Her story is not just about trophies. It is about a father who believed in his daughters, a family that refused to be limited by circumstances, and a young girl from Compton who dared to dream of greatness. Even today, Venus Williams remains one of the most respected figures in sports history. Fans remember the thunder of her serve, the elegance of her stride, and the courage she showed when standing up for equality. She proved that champions are not only defined by victories, but also by the barriers they break and the people they inspire. From the cracked courts of Compton to the grand stadiums of Wimbledon, the journey of Venus Williams is a powerful reminder that greatness can rise from anywhere. With determination, belief, and fearless ambition, she transformed not only her own life, but the entire landscape of tennis, leaving a legacy that will echo through generations of athletes yet to come.